Okay, how do we construct a triangle given the altitude and two base angles? In the example here, we see that line DE is parallel to line FG, and we'll have to construct a 60-degree angle and then bisect to get a 30-degree, and we also will need a 45-degree angle as shown down here. So it's saying let the altitude be 45 millimeters, which is between these two parallel lines, right? And the base angles ABC, so the angle here, and ACB will be 30 on this side and 45 degrees on this side, right? So we're going to draw our horizontal lines DE and FG first in step 1. Line, we'll select our start point and turn on ortho, and I'm just going to select, this is a construction line, I'll just use 100 and say 80 units, enter. And from here we know it's 45 away, so we're going to use the offset tool, and we're going to select our distance, which is 45, enter, and then we select the object and select the side we want to offset. So the next step is to locate point A. It says select a convenient point A on line FG, which is the top line. Draw angle HAF, and we're going to draw angle IAG. So this one is at 30 and this one is at 45. So we are going to construct angles from point A on one side 30 and on the other side 45 to get these two lines at the respective angles. Go to the arc tool, ensure that you're on center start end, and we are going to choose the midpoint. So let me turn on midpoint snap for our convenient point. So I'll snap here, see the triangle come up midpoint. So I'm just zooming in. For our semicircle, I'll use say 20 or 25 is normally convenient. So I'm just going to type in 20 and hold on the control key to switch the direction. Let me turn off auto. Switch the direction of the arc, and I'll stop right here. So we need from point A 30 degree going this way, so we are going to construct a 60 degree angle between this line, the vertex A, going this way for that arc, and then we'll bisect it to get the 30 degrees. So our tool again, from this point, you should all know by now how to construct the 60 degree. You have to use the same radius, so we're using 20, enter, and we'll just get our first arc there. And now we have to repeat the arc tool again from this point, and we have to use, we could use a different radius here. I'm going to use 20 again, and I'll repeat it from the next end. 20, and we can see here they're barely touching, so we could just lengthen this one, put in the direction of it. So we have constructed a line 30 degrees from point A going through this intersection, and this line to H is now given length, so I'm just going to type in 100 and press escape, and again we're able to lengthen this line if we want by selecting, hover over it and just lengthening to where we want it based on how we like to label the line. On this side now we need to construct a 90 degree angle and then bisect it to get this 45 degree angle here. Repeat the arc tool. To get our 90 degree, we need to continue our construction here. We can do it two ways. I'm going to choose the shorter option, which is to use this point as a center, and I'm going to type in say 35, enter, and I'm just going to scribe my 35 here, and from this point we are going to do the same thing with the same radius, and 35, enter, and so we now just need to draw a line from here, the center, through this point, that is our 90-degree angle here. So we need to bisect this angle, and we'll do that by clicking on our arc tool. Say let's select 35 again, enter, and I'll hold on control, so we're going this direction, and we'll just repeat the arc tool from this point. I want to ensure that it's at intersection. We'll draw the next arc at 35, the same radius as the previous one. Right, where both of those meet, we'll just draw a line through it, ensure that we are at intersection. We'll zoom in, and we'll just type in, say, 110 this time, just for the length of that line. We can always change the length of the line. So we have our angles constructed here, and for Z angles, which is this angle, these angles right here, this angle up here would be equivalent to this. So this is 30 degrees here, this one is therefore 30 degrees. So for this purpose, I am just going to select and just highlight our given figure so that we can outline the given triangle that we have drawn. We could just select these lines that we have just drawn, and we go to our line weight and select our given line weight of 0.6. So this is the required triangle, and we could just check it real quickly by going to angular dimension, and if it's not on it, you can select the drop down arrow and you can move between the different dimensions. And all we need to do is select both lines, and we'll just move in the direction so we can see our 30 degrees there, and we could repeat it and select these two, and this should be 45 degrees, right? We would have our height, so we could choose the linear dimension and select between these two lines, and this should be 45 units. So based on what we were given to construct this triangle, we have completed it in AutoCAD, and it's done accurately. All that would be left is for you to have your correct labelings of the diagram. Hopefully this was very informative to you. Keep on watching the videos, subscribe, and I'll have more technical drawing content coming your way very soon. Please let me know whatever I can do to enhance the learning experience in drawing these diagrams. Any comments you might have, I would really want to hear them. I welcome them. Any suggestions, I would really love to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.